was born in Yorkshire, moved about quite a lot after I was married, but eventually was settled in Gedling 46 years ago. And brought 2 children to Gedling, one who was 4 and one who was 8. Once the children were established in school, I worked part-time as a school secretary for 25 years. My husband died in 2009 and I moved to this present bungalow in 2015. That means I've been in Gedling all the time I've known Nottingham.
And how long have you been a parishioner at the church, Janet?
From the first weekend we came.
And during your time as parishioner, have you held any roles within the church?
Yes, I have. I seem to have done quite a lot of things. I am a sidesman at the moment. I was the deanery representative and I was also the secretary to Phil Williams when he was the area dean. I've worked on the magazine committee and took over, after my husband died, I took over as treasurer on the magazine committee.
What does deanery secretary mean then? What does that involve?
That involved just doing the side of his work that was involved with the deanery, doing minutes after the meetings, sending out all the notices for the meetings and just keeping the administration of it going, separate from the parish.
Was that for the whole Southern Diocese or just for this parish?
Just for the deanery,
Okay.
which really is just Gedling, Carlton, Lamley, Woodthorpe, Mapley. Quite a big deanery actually.
Quite
There were
substantial
about
in
15
size.
churches at the time that I was doing it.
Okay. How important is the church to you and your faith?
It's very important. I have a sort of warm feeling that it surrounds me with love. That sounds silly, doesn't it? But I've got a lot of friends that I've made through the church. A lot of my social life is tied up with the church, and often on a Sunday my only outing is to church, because as was mentioned in a sermon not long ago, Sunday's the day when people see their family. My family now both live in London, so I've got to think of other things to do on a Sunday, and I go to church and then happily stay at home.
Okay. You've mentioned quite a few roles that you've held within the church. Have there been any memorable occasions for you as a parishioner and a worshipper?
My memorable occasions, I think, are the annual events that sort of hold the church year together. I very much enjoy the carol service at Christmas and the form that we use for that. Also, I like Remembrance Sunday, and we always as a family, right from my childhood, actually went to church on Christmas Day. So our Christmas Day starts with the visit to church. I don't go to the midnight one because we never have come to the midnight one wherever we've lived.
You say you've lived in the village and the area for 46 years?
Yes.
How much has the village and the area changed?
It's grown a lot, but the house we bought when we came here backed onto fields, and it still is backing onto fields, which is quite remarkable.
Yeah.
I've moved to this bungalow 8-9 years ago, just simply because I needed a smaller house once the family were living in London.
Okay. And in terms of the future, and as a parishioner, what are your hopes?
My hope is that we get a vicar who has energy and health to lead the parish and give the leadership that maintains our traditions and encourages modern ideas. I've got heartfelt thanks for the people who are working very hard in the interregnum, but we need leadership and a view of the future.
Janet, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.